Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. She's here bringing you some more Go Battle League battles. Today we're jumping into the Fantasy Cup Ultra League edition. We're just curious to know how this league is. The meta is actually quite, I can say, vague. It's only a Steel, Dragon as well as Fairy. Not much of a variety, but certain Pokemon do well. For example, like Tapu Fini. I know Tapu Fini will do well in this meta, so I'm leading with Tapu Fini. I have a safe swap then of Giratina having Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak as well as Ancient Power. I didn't use Dragon Claw there. And then in the back I have Escavalier with the standard moveset as a closure. Let's hop into this battle and see how well it went. In the first matchup here we have Tapu Fini against Escavalier. This is a good lead for me. I know you can do only damage with his drill runs, which is not so bad. Tapu Fini can take them. He throws the first one, I no shield it. I'm gonna go straight for the surf here. Let's see if he wants to shield on his side. He no shield it. He now switches out into a Berserker. I think Berserker would be a good pick for this meta as well. But instead of running Foul Play, maybe you should run Play Rough, because Foul Play doesn't really need coverage here. And it's got access as well to the Shadow Claw. You can need it for Giratina, but I think you can always have two answers in the back for Giratina if you want to use Berserker. He now goes for a charge move. Is a close combat. I shield the first one, I shield the second one, managed to farm down. He comes now in with his Primarina. I'm gonna go straight for the drill run. This is good for me. It does have waterfall instead of charm, so I know that Giratina will also do well against it. Gonna get to this next drill run here, which does a decent amount of damage. Now I'm gonna come in with my Tapu Fini. Hopefully he can at least throw his charge move, but he switches out. Gonna go now straight for the surf here. This should definitely take out the Escavalier, and I think this should be then GG's. He's gonna probably throw a charge move. If it's the surf, it's fine. If it's the Moonblast, also fine. But Giratina can come in and then just Shadow Claw down. That should be GG's. Very well played. Then in the next matchup, we have Tapu Fini against Flygon. This is good for me, as I deal super effective. He switches out now into a Galarian Rapidash. I was a bit confused here what to go into, so I actually stay in. He throws the first body slam. I no shield it. I'm gonna go straight for the surf here. He no shielded as well. It's still so squishy even in Ultra League. I was thinking of coming with Giratina, but I'm worried it might have Play Rough instead of Mega Horn, obviously because of coverage. He doesn't get to another charge move, so I can manage to farm down. He now comes in with his Flygon running Mud Shot. I'm gonna get now to the Shadow Sneak. I think Dragon Claw would be good here because it was super effective, but it's not a problem. He's gonna now go for his charge move. Definitely is the Dragon Claw. Does a decent amount of damage. Gonna manage to get to this next Shadow Sneak. Don't think he's going to be shielding anything, knowing that I got the Tapu Fini there in the back. He's now going to throw another Dragon Claw. That shouldn't take me out. Should manage to now get to the last Shadow Sneak. Let's see if he wants to keep his Flygon alive. He doesn't. And in the back he's got Excadrill. This is GG's. I come in with my Escavalier. I can simply just counter down. I don't need to throw any charge moves. I can just calm down here. He's going to now throw another charge move. Shield it. And that should be GG's. Very well played. Coming to the next battle here, we have the Tapu Fini against Giratina. This is somewhat good. Obviously Tapu Fini takes forever to get to this Moonblast, and if he shields the first one, not good for me. He actually switches out into a Ready Steel, which is good for me. I come in now with my perfect counter Escavalier. He's gonna throw a charge move. I'm not gonna shield the first one. Is a Focus Blast. Don't think maybe he has Zap Cannon, maybe he has Focus Blast, Flash Cannon. That's what some of the people have been running with the coverage. I'm gonna go straight for the drill run here. He shielded. I'm gonna go for another drill run here. Seeing that he shielded the first one, he double shields on his side. Yeah, I think maybe I could have shielded it and then reached the next drill run, but I end up taking the 2 shield advantage. Coming with my Giratina, thinking that, you know what, if he does have the Zap Cannon, it doesn't do nothing to me. So why not come to Giratina and look to at least farm down and get a bunch of energy. He comes in with his own Tapu Fini with a build up extra energy, waiting for him to throw his charge move, then probably switch out. He's not gonna fire for charge move and be the self bait. I go into my Tapu Fini. I know I'm almost at the Moonblast, so I go straight for it. That should take him out. He's gonna now come in with his Ready Steel. Yeah, I'm debating this. Okay, fine. If he's got Flash Cannon, he shouldn't take me out. But guess what? He actually has Zap Cannon. So it's not looking, I won't say great for me. He's just still got 2 Pokemon. I got 2 shields still on my side. Actually 1 shield. I thought the first one. I'm hoping that he doesn't get to another charge, especially with the Zap Cannon and I get debuffed. So I throw the Shadow Sneak and takes him out. And in the back, he's got his own Giratina. This is not good for me. If his Giratina is running Dragon Claw, I think 2 Dragon Claw should take me out. I shield the first one. Now the 2 that should be incoming should take me out. Actually, he led with Giratina, so he left with a bunch of energy. So I should have actually been expecting that and have a bunch of energy myself. But I think with the Ready Steel, I was just concerned if I get a debuff, then it's not going to be good for me. He gets to the last Dragonfly and takes him, and that should be GG's. Very well played. Next matchup, positive leader Tapu against Escavalier. Let's see if the opponent switches out. He doesn't switch out. That's okay with me. I'm going to get to the serve, going to throw it immediately. Let's see what the opponent's going to do. Is he going to shield it? He no shielded on his side. He switches out into a Melmetal. I come in with Escavalier. I think Escavalier has great coverage in this meta, especially with all the steals running around and the fairies. He just needs to watch for Tapu Fini as well as Giratina, because those two you can say kindly hard walls it, if I can say. He now throws a charge move. I shield the first one. I'm going to get to this drill run. We do manage to CMP tie. That's good for me. He actually decides to double shield it. I'm fine with that. Let's see if I do shield. I know shield is a superpower. I now come with Giratina and I'm going to look to farm down. I know whatever he throws, whether it's a rock slide or a superpower, will basically do next to nothing to me. And I do farm down. Let's see what he's going to come in with now. He comes in now with a Sylveon. Actually, I think he led with a Sylveon. Gonna now go straight for the ancient power, hopefully at least for the debuff, for the buff. Nothing got there, so I'll now go straight for the shadow sneak. Now I'm gonna switch into my Tapu Fini. Let's see what he wants to switch into. I shield the first one here. Let's see if it's a Moonblast. It's actually a side shock, which is fine with me. He comes now, it's Escavalier. Sorry, that's what he actually led. He throws drill run. I know shield. I know I can take the drill run, and his counters are doing absolutely nothing to me. He's gonna now throw another one. I'm gonna basically look to shield and farm down, and I should manage to throw my charge move against the Sylveon before he can throw it. I go for the hard hitting move. Moonblast. That should definitely take it out, and should be GG's. Very well played. Next matchup, we have Tapu Fini against Tapu Fini. This is kind of a tricky matchup. It's now going to depend on who to manage to call a bait. I'm going to go straight here for the Moonblast for sure, but we actually managed to CMP tie even after we both overfarmed. Great minds think alike. He gets the debuff. I'm disappointed now to see he's got a debuff. I throw my Moonblast. Obviously he doesn't need to shield it. I'm gonna pull up a bit extra and go straight for the surf. I know he has to go through another Moonblast on his side because I won't shield the surf. He actually shields on his side. He's now gonna fire off another charge move. Do I shield it here? I do shield it. It is the Moonblast. That's good for me. He then switches out into a Lucario. Lucario, I'd say a good pick for this meta. However, just very squishy. As you can see, this count is almost taking it out. He throws a hard hitting Shadow Ball that takes out my Escavalier. I'm waiting for my timer. I come in now with my Tapu Fini. Gonna go straight for the surf. I don't want to allow him to take me out by throwing the Shadow Ball. He no shield on his side. That's good for me. In the back, he's got a Empoleon. If I'm not mistaken, Empoleon actually does learn Blizzard. So if this Empoleon is running Blizzard, then definitely should be GG's, because in the back I've got Giratina. He ends up throwing a charge move. Let's see what this charge move is. Hold my fingers crossed, and it's actually just a Hydro Cannon. That's good for me. I can't say he's baiting because he knows I got no shield. I throw the first Shadow Sneak. He's now going to go for another charge move here. Definitely should be the Hydro Cannon. As you can see, doesn't do much damage. He now switches out into his own Tapu Fini, maybe looking to catch. I don't need to shield anything or throw anything, because now I can farm down. And then I can throw the Shadow Sneak and should take out the Empoleon. That should be GG's. Very well played. Next matchup, we have Tapu Fini against Clefable. This is somewhat decent for me. As you can see, charms are doing a lot of damage to me. Gonna have to definitely bait here, but the surf can't go for the Moonblast, especially if he's going to shield it. He actually does shield the first one. He then switches out into a Metal Claw Empoleon. Quite odd, but I guess maybe for all the charmers that's around, maybe that's why they're running it. Gets to the Hydro Cannon quite quickly, if I can say. Definitely don't want to use another shield. They're gonna go straight for the Drill Run. Doesn't want to shield it. He knows shields that should take him out. Does he want to come back now with this thing? He actually comes in with Lucario. Quite debatable move, if I can say that. Maybe because Lucario can at least hit for counter damage. He's not going to fire for charge move. I know shield. Is it the Shadow Ball? It's actually an Aurora Spear. Okay, and now I go for the Surf. This should take out the Lucario. Let's see if he wants to shield it. He actually no shields it. And in the back, I come in with my Giratina. Now, it's not a good play there, but I know that Giratina with Shadow Claw can do decent and can get to these moves quite quickly. Gonna throw the first Shadow Snake. Let's see if the opponent does want to shield it. The opponent actually don't have shields, so he can fire off his charge move, which is fine with me. Should definitely take me out, and I can just come and water gun down. That should be GG's. Very well played. Next matchup, we have Tapu Fini against Empoleon. I think in this method, if Empoleon can run rather Hydro Cannon and Blizzard, should have good coverage. This is not I would say a good matchup for me, because we're both dealing, for both of us, we're both dealing not so effective with our charge moves as well as our fast moves. I switch in now to my Giratina. He comes in with Floydges to now do damage to me. Quite a decent, quite an interesting pick, but I would say quite a good pick. If I look at the Charmers, with its fast move, it gets to the charge moves quite quickly. I know shield. The first one is another Moonblast and just Charming Voice. That's good for me. At least I know I can now shield the second one. I'm definitely gonna throw the Shadow Sneak because I'm already there. If he doesn't shield it, I can win switch and then align my Pokemon correctly. But obviously he does shield on his side. Can I get to it? Obviously not, because they get to it much quicker. He now throws his charge move. I know shield it. I'm gonna now come in with my Tapu Fini, look to farm down, but I barely managed to do so. He's now going to fire off a charge move, either just Charming Voice. I managed to water gun down. He's going to come back with Empoleon. Yeah, I make a mistake here. I switch it out, seeing what Pokemon he comes in with. I think that's not good for me, because if I actually did, I would have been able to throw the Moonblast, and that should have been a better position for me. I would have at least gotten a shield or brought it quite low, then Escavalier could have maybe swept in the back. Yeah, I already know that the matchup is over. Nothing I can do on my side. Drill rounds are doing basically nothing. He gets to this Shadow Claws or Shadow Sneaks quite quickly. Yeah, I'm just wasting the opponent's time, if I can say. And yeah, I even throw a Surf here. Even better. Obviously the opponent no shields it, knowing that he's got Empoleon who will end the game for him. He actually manages to CMP and he throws the charge move. And yeah, he even throws the Dragon Claw. It doesn't take me out. Next matchup, we have Tapu Fini against Registeel. I'm gonna see if I can look to catch at least, or maybe try and throw a charge move before I get debuff. I actually do try and catch, but I don't manage to do so. He still does throw a charge move, but guess what upon running? He's running Flash Cannon. He now throws his first one, he builds up with extra energy, switches out. Luckily I have Shadow Sneak. I throw it here, which is into his Tapu Fini, which is fine. I know Tapu Fini takes forever to get to the Moonblast, so if I can correctly shield, I can then align the correct Pokemon how I would like it. I throw the second one, he no shielded. He's doing now a charge move. I'm definitely gonna shield it. Is it the Moonblast? It's actually a self bait. That's not good for me. Gonna build up a bit extra now and now throw the Shadow Sneak. Does he want to shield it? And he actually no shield it, and I barely managed to take it out, but I no shield this yet, hoping that it is a Surf, and guess what, it is a Surf, and I can now align my Pokemon correctly. He comes in with Registeel and he manages to throw his charge move, but maybe doesn't get hit by the Shadow Sneak. I now come in with Escavalier. He comes in with his own Escavalier. I'm gonna now throw one Drill Run just to put the shield to the same. We both one on shields. My Tapu Fini also got a bunch of energy. He's gonna throw his first Drill Run. It's actually an Acid Spray. What disrespect there. Even if he now throws the Drill Run, it's fine. I don't think it will take me, but even if it does take me out, it's fine. I can always come and just farm down. He now want to go for the Surf here, takes him out. Comes in with Registeel. I don't think there's anything that he can do. I know shield here on my side. Double debuffed, Flash Cannon takes me out for sure. I come in with my Escavalier and he sees it and is like, oh yes, I forgot he's got that. And that should be GG's, very well played. Fantasy Cup, yeah, I would say it's a decent cup. I like Ultra League personally, so that's why I also hopped into it just to see what it's like. It's quite decent. Just can't wait for the rotation to come. Probably will be playing Great League. Just wanted to push out some content to you guys, and those who haven't tried the Fantasy Cup can maybe have a look if you've got any of the Pokemon available. Please do try. This team actually worked quite great for me. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.